When I was 10, one of my absolute favorite cartoons was Mucha Lucha. It's a goofy, bouncy, colorful world where just about everyone is a wrestler. Wrestling rings pop up anywhere and everywhere. Problems are solved with lucha. There's honorable luchadors. There's con men that are only in it for the costumes and pageantry of everything. And wrestling has a long enough legacy that there's an ancient culture of slamazons, otherwise known as Amazonian luchador wrestlers. Mucha Lucha was the brainchild of huge mass wrestling fans as a love letter to lucha libre, and a bit of an introduction of the sport to any kids watching. Some of the most fun, creative visuals were watching what signature moves a luchador dreamed up. They transformed into everything from a pinball to a bulldozer or more. There's some pins and holds shown on screen, but a lot of the finishing moves were hidden behind title cards. If you take a look at what behind the scenes concept art looked like, the showrunners wanted to include more pins and wrestling moves. There's a full guide showing how it might play out and get choreographed. That could be a reflection of how a real and monitored match would play out. But WB shot it down. For years now, I've made comments on how much I'd love to see a reboot, continuation, or spiritual successor to Mucha Lucha. There's so much yet unexplored potential in a concept like a world built around mass wrestling. My friend Pedanticat, who has a Tumblr blog and YouTube channel, will be linked below, and my brother kept telling me to check out Invincible Fight Girl. So here's another bright, colorful world where wrestling is the center of the universe. Everyone is a wrestling enthusiast, if not a wrestler themselves, an aspiring one, or figuring out their place next to this celebrated hobby. The matches are a mix between grounded, realistic wrestling, with a few fantastical flares like Casa Poblana's ability to blow opponents out of the ring with a mighty gust of air. The lead, Andy, is a wrestling nerd, but her strengths are a mix between persistence, gymnastic skill, quick thinking, and a willingness to listen or integrate others' advice. Her companions are the world's top aspiring journalist with a sharp eye for strategy, and a budding con man turning manager with a heart of gold. Overall, Fight Girl is really fun and goofy with a thoughtful, heartfelt core. Andy is an underdog that's not only willing to defy the odds, but uplift other overlooked dreamers along the way. It's easy to root for her, her friends, and whomever else she tries to give a hand up along the way. There is a tragic character that shows up later in the season that reminded me a bit of classic Ben 10's Kevin as Ben's thematic foil. Watching how her story plays out has me crossing my fingers and toes that there will be both a season 2 and a resolution for this poor kid. While the story celebrates wrestling, it spends far more time digging into what it looks like when someone had to leave the ring because their skills weren't up to par, injury, controversy, etc. There's a dark underbelly to the bright lights and celebrity. If someone is too single-minded, their all-encompassing obsession ruins what life they might have outside of the ring, whether it tears apart their family, their sense of self, and otherwise. Andy's story isn't just about becoming the next big thing. It's exploring what the consequences may be, how badly she wants this dream, and keeping sight of what's really important along the way. I love that this series is willing to go there and give these story beats and topics the gravity they deserve. In a nutshell, this is beyond my wildest dreams, and I was hoping for a new cartoon focused on the life and adventures of an aspiring wrestler, and I'm hoping it goes on for many more seasons to come.